Welcome back to Pilanesberg National Park in Maritani Bush Lodge. In this episode we take you along on day 3 at the lodge, covering another game drive and a quick look around Sun City.
Morning everyone, it's 5:30 in the morning. We're off on our first morning game drive. We've done a couple of evening ones, so this is our first one. We're going to see what the wildlife's doing in the morning. Hopefully we see a lot. The morning ones seem to have been quite successful, talking to a couple of other people. So we'll go out, try to stay awake. It's a bit chilly, so it's going to get cold, but once that sun comes up it warms up pretty quick, so really looking forward to it.
Hopefully we see elephants this morning because we haven't seen any elephants yet. So
we've seen everything else, I think.
Yep. Or a leopard. We haven't quite seen a leopard yet. There's one in the area, but we didn't see him.
Yeah.
So we'll take you along once again. Sorry about the water in the background. We're parked by the waterfall at the hotel, so we'll be off soon, and we'll see what we can find today. City Resort out there. Go and visit that later on today. Did it cross over? Yeah. Clearly showing off. Oops, that looks like a zebra foot.
Just a little young one. Oops.
A bit skittish.
Yeah.
I like that stallion there. And remember, this guy's actually responsible for the strongest kick in the pack. So with blue wildebeest also, it's quite tricky to tell which one is a female and a male, because both of them, they've got horns. So you heard me say there's a couple of bulls coming in this side. So this is a bachelor's head. So with the blue wildebeest, there was a theory that suggested that the bulls will have all black patch on the forehead, and the females will have a brown patch on the forehead. Well, as much as that statement is still valid, but you do in some instances, more especially in a park where your blue wildebeest are exposed to predators, that you get females actually mimicking males by producing that black patch on the forehead. So that confuses us a lot. So you need to actually pay attention to the size of the horn. So the bulls will have thicker horns that grow beyond the ears with that combination of the black patch on the forehead. And the females will have much thinner horns, and they just grow in between the ears. They never grow beyond the ears. And with that combination of, in some instances, of the brown patch on the forehead. So usually they try to breed during the drier season so that they start giving birth during the high rainfalls. Far distance, and that's why they're actually known as the idiots of the park because of that.
Beautiful balloons coming in.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, we rely on those balloons in most cases just to give us some updates because they can see everything.
Yeah.
Because we're just driving around like headless chickens here. We're in the dark. More especially with the cats. Because you find your cats that are somewhere in between these thickets here. And with the tall grass, you won't see them.
Well, it's a beautiful morning again here in the park, and you can see a couple of hot air balloons out there. That's one of the experiences you can do here in the park, and it looks amazing. Certainly the perfect morning for it.
So what the females would do actually when they're actually preparing to give birth, they will actually separate themselves from the rest of the herd. So they do that because what they want to do is that they want to imprint their unique vocalization and their unique scent and their pattern on the young one. So by the time they actually introduce the foal back to the rest of the herd, it takes about 2 to 3 weeks, and then they're actually ready to get pregnant again. To his brothers for a couple of days, and then from there we'll go to take the mum's head. So the one's Italian.
I just stopped at one of the rest areas here for a hot drink. These are the trucks that the lodge uses to take you on game drives. They're a lot higher than most of the other vehicles we've seen, which is great because the grass is so high at the moment. They explained earlier that they'll start the controlled burn off of the grass shortly, so it'll be easier to see the wildlife after that.
Some rhinos.
Seem to have a lot of rump shots this morning, sorry.
I think somebody was being naughty with a poor child here.
What was it?
Yeah, you see the bum is kind of wet there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, somebody was trying to
Oh,
be naughty with a poor child. So those ones there on that side is a mom and a calf. So this will be a territorial bull here.
oh yeah.
Yeah. So 'cause sometimes it does happen because remember with the females they're always attached to the calves. So the whole attachment will only be broken only if the mom introduces the new calf. So sometimes the calf can be attached to the mom to a point when the bull is actually approaching them. Let me just roll forward. So obviously also the first thing that you notice with our rhinos is that all of them, they don't have horns. Do you hear that heavy breathing? That's a stress call. So I think the female is trying to chase off the male. And remember also because the female and the calf are non-territorial, the bull will be the one that is actually highly territorial. So usually the one that's going to approach the vehicle or come closer to the road will be the dominant male. He's just trying to investigate if we are a threat to his family or not. So what they will usually do is that if he feels that we're just too close to comfort, then he will actually give us that big yawn that we love the most. And that is just an indication of him saying to us, listen here, I'm dangerous. Because what he's doing is that he's actually exposing the teeth to let us know he's quite dangerous. We must give him space before they actually go and actually charge us. Hello to you too. But if you drop your cell phone in front of these guys, just wave goodbye, because I'm not trying. Because people, they tend to underestimate them because of their size, but they can actually reach about 35 kilometers maximum speed. So I know I cannot run that fast, so I'm not going to try taking my chances.
No dedication.
And let me just roll forward. So this is that typical behavior during the day, just to help them actually protect their skin from actually drying out because of the sunburn and the actual heat outside the water. So they will typically leave the water when it's actually getting darker just to go out and feed. The main reason why hippos are known to be killing most humans in the wilderness is because what they do when they leave the water, they will use the same pathway going out of the water to go and feed, and the same pathway going back to the water. So when they leave the water, they will leave their scent behind along that pathway, hoping that when they go back to the water, they follow their own scent back to the water. So they do that just to avoid getting lost. That big man is teasing us.
Bobbing up and down.
Yeah. All right, are we good?
Look at that through the grass. Our first elephant.
And the main reason you see bulls alone is because once they actually reach their adolescent stage or their sexual maturity, they get kicked out of the herd because now they try starting to mount their siblings and their cousins. And that's a no-go zone area. So they get kicked out of the herd. And then if they're lucky enough, they will meet with other bulls that got kicked out from different herds, you know, forming a small bond, a small bachelor's herd, and trying to learn the best roads to the water holes and everything. But for them to actually increase their chance of being successful with the ladies, they later in their 20s actually separate from one another. That's why you see a lone bull there, a lone bull there. It's all about the ladies here. Ladies and food.
Unfortunately, Ellie was a bit shy and he didn't come out from behind the grass. He was also the last of the animals we've seen this morning, so it wasn't that successful. But we still managed to see quite a bit. We've just had another lovely breakfast and we were wandering back to the room and managed to catch the snake demonstration, which was really interesting.
Alright, and you know, as I said, with your new toxic venom, you would find that your Mozambican cobra would have a bit of a cytotoxic venom, not similar to the normal cobras, but it does work in the same way. But the bigger thing is that with your Mozambican speaking cobra, once you get a bite from it, the bite site should always be elevated, close to the heart. So we can actually monitor how quick your heart beats and how quick your blood flows. where the name Puff Adder comes from that good ability.
If you want to see more of the
actually
demonstration, check out
inflate
our first video where we
deflate.
took you on a tour of the
Then
lodge.
they'll release a very loud hiss.
Hi friends, we've come out to Sun City this afternoon. We got the shuttle out from our lodge and bought the tickets at the gas station, which was a bit weird, but there you go.
Yeah. 40 rand each to get in. It's just a big casino complex with a wave pool and a few other bits and pieces we hear, so it'd be good to have a look around and see what it looks like.
Yep, we'll take you on our journey and see what we can find. Not as many shops here as I thought there'd be, but there's souvenirs and places to eat. Different bits and pieces to buy. All these fake rock walls remind me of rainforest cafes. Leading up to the Valley of the Waves now. Wow, the entrance walk's quite cool. I love the parade of elephants and the animals carved into the rock wall. Well, we made it down to the wave pool, and there's a beautiful big beach. There's all sorts of places to eat and drink down here, so I think we might go find ourselves a cold drink. We didn't bring our bathing suits today, so no swimming. A cheeky cordial because it's such a hot day. It's 2 beers for, what were they, 70 rand?
Yeah, it's $3.50 each.
$3.50 New Zealand, so pretty good deal. Good beer. This beer.
Wet.
It'll do.
Better than Aussie stuff.
Which way?
To Maze.
You choose. Just in case you had too many beers and need to get out quickly. Yay, we've escaped. Far too hot for that nonsense anyway. And back over the bridge to the main shopping mall. And it's a little bit bouncy. So we wandered down to the casino at Sun City and had a look there, but we weren't allowed to film inside and we didn't have enough time to get down to the other section. So we caught our ride back to the lodge and we come down to the fence for a look. Didn't go on a game drive this afternoon, we saved up 2 for tomorrow. And the game's come to us. Got a rhino with a baby. Quite a few impalas. And a few zebras in the mix. Right outside the lodge. And even got a cheeky monkey over there. Being a pain, and one up in the tree by the looks of things. And being blessed with this beautiful female rhino and her baby. They're so cute and they're so close to the fence. They aren't the least bit worried about us. Also a herd of impalas moving through. They've all wandered along by the restaurant now, so we're up on the restaurant balcony looking over them. Maybe stuck it out, having a rest. Yeah, baby's chasing the guinea fowl. Trying to be all tough.
Get him, little fella, get him.
Get him, get him.
Oh dear. There's one brave pretty tit out there at the moment, and the rhino's out there. Not sure what he's caught. Oh, he's definitely got something. Well, that was really special watching these two munch their way across the field. We've got 2 more game drives left tomorrow, so we'll have to see what that brings us. But for now, we'll say goodbye and catch you in the next episode. Take care, friends.